Hello everyone. Let us start the science unit 5, that is coal and petroleum. Right? This is the summary video. Basically in this chapter you will learn the 5 topics: introduction, coal, petroleum, natural gas, and some natural resources are limited. Right? These 5 topics you will learn. Let us start with the introduction part. Right? We use the various material for our basic needs in our day-to-day life, right? Some of them are found in nature and some have been made by the human efforts, right? Natural resources can be broadly classified into 2 types. First is inexhaustible resources and second is the exhaustible natural resources, right? Let us start with the first part, inexhaustible natural resources, right? These resources are present in unlimited quantity in nature, right? They are existing in the unlimitedly, right? For example, sunlight and air, right? Sunlight and air are found in nature unlimitedly, right? Part is exhaustive natural resources. These, right, the amount of these resources in nature are limited. These are not found in unlimitedly, right? They can be exhausted by human activities. For example, forest, wildlife, minerals, coals, petroleums, and natural gas. In this chapter you will learn about the exhaustible natural resources like coal, petroleum, natural gas, etc. Okay? These were found from the dead materials of the living organisms, that is called the fossil. Let us start with the second topic, coal. You might have seen the coal or heard about the coal, right? It is as hard as a stone and it is black in color, right? Black colored stone. Maybe you all have seen the coal, right? Coal is one of the fuels used to cook food, right? Earlier it was used in railway engines to produce steam to run the train. It is also used in the thermal power station as a fuel, right, to produce the electricity. Okay, coal is also used as a fuel in the various industries, right? Let me tell you the story of coal, right, how it formed and from where it. About 300 million years ago, the earth had dense forest in low-lying wetland area, right? Due to the natural processes like flooding, this forest get buried under the soil. As more soil deposited over them, they were compressed. The temperature also rose as they sank deeper and deeper. Under high pressure and high temperature, dead plants got slowly converted to coal, right? So in this way, coal found. Since it was formed from the remains of the vegetation, coal is also called the fossil fuel. Coal is processed in industry to get some useful product such as coke, coal and coal tar. Okay, these 3 products, byproducts you can say, produced during the process in the industry. Okay, first product is coke. Okay, coke is a rough, porous and black substance, right? It is almost pure form of the carbon. Coke is used in the manufacturing of steel and in the extraction of many metals. Second byproduct is coal tar. Coal tar is black, thick liquid with an unpleasant smell. It is the mixture of about 200 substances, right? Coal tar is used in the manufacturing of synthetic dye, drugs, explosives, perfumes, plastics, paints, photographic materials, roofing materials, etc. Third byproduct is coal gas. Coal gas is obtained during the processing of coal to get coke, right? It is used as a fuel in many industries situated near coal processing plant. Okay, basically coal gas is obtained by the processing of making coal to coke, right? Third topic is petroleum, right? You know that petrol is used as a fuel in the light automobiles, okay, such as motorcycle, scooters and cars, right? Heavy motor vehicles like truck and tractor run on diesel, right? Petrol and diesel are obtained from a natural resource called petroleum, right? The word petroleum is derived from the petra and oleum. Petra means rock and oleum means oil, right? Do you know how petroleum is formed? We have seen how the coal formed. Now let us see how the petroleum is formed. Right? Petroleum was formed from the organism living in the sea. As these organisms died, their bodies settled at the bottom of the sea and got covered with layers of sand and clay. Okay, over millions of years, absence of air and high temperature and high pressure transformed the dead organisms into the petroleum and natural gas. This is how you can get the petroleum. Refining of petroleum. Petroleum is dark oily liquid. It has an unpleasant odor or unpleasant smell. Okay, it is the mixture of various constituents such as petroleum gas, petrol, diesel, lubricating oil, paraffin. Okay, the process of separating the various constituents of the petroleum is known as refining, and it is carried out in the petroleum refinery. Fourth topic is natural gas, right? Natural gas is very important fossil fuel as it is easy to transport through pipes, right? Natural gas is stored under high pressure as it is compressed natural gas, CNG, right? Have you seen the autos of the yellow and green color, right? They are the CNG autos, right? These autos use the fuel as a CNG, right? It is now being used as a fuel for the transport vehicles, as I said, right? Because it is less polluting and it is cleaner fuel, right? CNG is also called the cleaner fuel, right? Natural gas is also used as a starting material for the manufacture of the number of chemicals and fertilizers. In our country, natural gas has been found in Tripura, Rajasthan, Maharashtra and in the Krishna Godavari Delta. Let us start the fifth topic, that is some natural resources are limited, right? We have learned about the natural resources, but we have to notice that these resources are limited, right? You have studied in the beginning of the chapter that some natural resources are exhaustible, right? Like fossil fuel, forest, minerals, etc. Okay, you know that the coal and petroleum are fossil fuels, right? It required the dead organisms millions of years to get converted into these fuels, right? On the other hand, the known reserves of this will last only a few hundred years, right? These fossil fuels will be available for the near few hundred years only, right? And moreover, burning of these fuels is major causing of air pollution, right? Smog of these vehicles produces the air pollution. Their use is also linked to the global warming, right? And it is therefore necessary that we use these fuels only when absolutely necessary, right? This will result in better environment, smaller risk of global warming, and their availability for a longer period of time, right? In India, the Petroleum Conservation Research Association, that is PCRA, advises people how to save petrol or diesel while driving, right? They have given some tips. Okay, these tips are, they have given 4 tips. The first one, drive at a constant and moderate speed as far as possible, right? Whenever you are driving a vehicle, if possible, you drive it on a constant speed, right? Second one is, switch off the engine at traffic light or at a place where you have to wait, right? Whenever you are at a signal, whenever you are in traffic jam and you are not driving a vehicle, you turn off your engine off, right? Third one is, ensure correct tire pressure, right? In this certain time period or time interval, regularly you check the pressure of your tire of your vehicle, right? Ensure regular maintenance of the vehicle, right? Your vehicle should have PUC, that is pollution under control, right? And service your vehicle so that it can be less polluting vehicle, right? This is all about this chapter.